KMAC Plus. Mason is with us tonight, and I can't look at this shirt. That's a sweet shirt that he has on.
Whoa.
It was Military Appreciation Night, and he went with the red, white, and blue. Just had that made yesterday. Even has the Loudonville logo in there, ready for when they fully make it into the KMAC for next year. But yes, this was a matchup. East Knox came in 3-0 in the conference, tied with Danville for first. Northmor a game behind. Kind of sets up some craziness if the Golden Knights were able to get the victory. And Mason, let's go to the highlights, and we'll show you who ended up winning this big matchup in the Castle. Bulldogs' first possession. Ball's going to be tipped, and Cam Goldbach, who was all over the place on this night, makes the diving interception, puts the Golden Knights in business, and they would take advantage a couple plays later. A.J. Bauer back to pass and throws an absolute dime to Jax Wenger over the defender. It is 7-0 Northmor. Next possession, and Bauer is going to go back to the air. He finds Bo Landon streaking behind his secondary, 46-yard hookup. And once again, it is going to set up Mr. Bauer through the air, and watch this nice flag pattern by Jax Wenger. Makes the over-the-shoulder catch. It is 14-0 Golden Knights, and my favorite play of the night. Time running out in the half. Caleb Chenier lining up for the 42-yard field goal. He would have been good from 62 for the brand, my friends. 17-0 Northmor at the half. After another Chenier field goal, Bulldogs get some offensive life. Blake Elliott takes the sweep to the right. He's off 54 yards, almost scores, but is caught from behind. That's going to set up Jax Lester. He finds Caden Wengard for the score. Extra point no good, however, it's 20-6. But that would be the closest they get as Wenger is left wide open. You just can't do that to him. He scores the hat trick, goes over 100 yards receiving for the night. Northmor wins it 27-6, and it sets up some craziness now in the KMAC, Brian, because now Northmor are the biggest East Knox fans the rest of the way. If the Bulldogs go into Danville and Devil Dog and somehow pull off the upset, three-way tie for the KMAC championship. And some stats for you. Chenier, I said he kicked another field goal. He kicked from 42 and from 32. Both would have been good from 60. That kid can boot. You saw in the kicking competition last year before the All-Star football game. But A.J. Bauer, 18 of 28, 255 in the three scores. Wenger over 100 yards receiving. Bo Landon 83 yards receiving. And Mason, I'm going to turn to you right now. You always go out with your top 8 teams. Does this solidify Northmor at number 2?
I think it does. I think there's no one else that I can see beating them right now. You do get into like some kind of like tricky games with Mount Gilead just being like a general rivalry. So that could end up being tricky, but I think Northmor will end up pulling out that win. And then, of course, they get Loudonville at home. Loudonville also one of those teams where you don't exactly know how they're going to come in. Sometimes they come in like a storm, and other times they're pretty calm.
And for East Knox, Blake Elliott, 19 carries, 119 yards still. They still have a chance being that number 3 team in the KMAC, correct?
Oh, definitely. They have, who they got next?
Fredericktown.
Fredericktown, yeah. They should do fine in that game, I think. As long as they just keep their heads up, don't let this loss affect them that much, I think they'll do fine.
So as I've been saying since I saw Danville for the first time and thought they are the real deal, which they are, I still think they can win a regional championship. I still believe Northmor the number 2 team, Ski.